Hey, Matt, today we're going to talk about Google Knowledge Panel and how someone can edit the Google Knowledge Panel. So maybe just first of all, can you give a little overview of what a Google Knowledge Panel is?
Google Knowledge Panel shows at the top. It's usually for VIP, entrepreneur type people. You can actually create them, but separate topic. If you're a person of small importance, you're eligible. Basically, it'll have your LinkedIn, your Twitter profile. They pull from Wikipedia a lot, but we can create one even if you don't have Wikipedia. Basically, if you own a small business, doesn't matter how small, you're eligible.
Okay.
If you've written a book, you're eligible, even if it's not popular or no one's read it. Um, you can always just submit a book on Amazon, and even if it's 10 pages, they'll let it go through. So anyone can really have one in the grand scheme of things, but it's usually VIPs.
So the Knowledge Panel is basically a place where Google, you're a certain level of VIP or you're a certain level of the public knows who you are. Google pulls in all this information, you know, biographical information, Wikipedia information you mentioned, social media, age, marital status, all kinds of stuff, right?
Yeah, it has a lot of personal information. One client who we had a situation for, he was an older gentleman. I imagine he was single and wanted to not be as old as he is. And it had his age on there, which made him a senior citizen. And he tried editing it out, it wouldn't go through. So we have a contact who was creating pages for our Google Knowledge Panels for our clients at a very high success rate. And I asked him, like, hey, can you edit out his birthday? And he got it done in like one day. It was incredible.
Yeah, and it's important
But
to, I'm sorry to cut you off. It's important to note on this client, I know the one you're talking about, the birthday already wasn't showing.
yeah,
And it was just the age. It said he was 65 years old, and that was it.
yeah. And we tried it on our own, of course, always try to cut out middlemen while you can. And we tried editing it ourselves and it wouldn't go through because Google's attitude is it wants to display as much information as possible. So yeah, this guy got it done. Our contact, very small fee comparatively. He got it done quickly. Best guess, he's probably using tons of accounts to suggest an edit, and Google's algorithms acknowledges it because he didn't. I think one of the articles maybe out there mentioned his birthday, so that's what it's pulling from. He didn't get that site removed. Um, that was my initial thought that they'd break that link, he would get it removed, and then Google could no longer pull from there. That's not how he did it. So yeah, everything we do, of course, pay performance based. If you need anything edited, your birthday, your ex-spouse's name, anything like that, it can be done.
Yeah, so this is really important, I guess, for online reputation management. It's all about controlling what people see about you online. In this case, the guy wanted to remove his age, but I mean, there's any number of reasons why people would want to move, particularly personal information or maybe business information from their profile. And if you've tried yourself and you can't do it, we can get it edited out for you. How long does it take?
He did it in a day, one day. Another thing that can be done is a lot of these knowledge panels pull from Wikipedia, and Wikipedia loves to display negative things too. So in the first, we have a different guy who's a senior Wikipedia editor who can edit out negative things. Pretty high success rate, pay performance based, relatively low fee. And that can help solve the Google Knowledge Panel too, where it pulls from Wikipedia. So they tie together. But that takes a few weeks to do, tops, maybe a week or two.
All right, well, we'll keep Wikipedia maybe for a separate
Yeah.
video. Okay, so just to wrap up, this one it's a very quick fix. If there's something that is in your Google Knowledge Panel, you've been unable to fix it, you're frustrated because you've suggested edits, contact us and we'll get it cleaned up and make it look the way you want it to look.
Yeah.
Great.
All
Thanks,
right.
Matt.
Thanks, Mike.